What I spoke about was the promise of swarm intelligence in Internet of Things systems. So as a company, our focus is on industrial Internet of Things, and our heritage is in remote connectivity of remote devices. So we've always operated at the edge of networks. And we've got this new software intelligence system that we're putting on our gateways that allows devices to communicate with each other in a fashion that's similar to what we see in nature with termites, for example, or ants, where there's the power of the collective is much stronger than any individual component, but each individual component is very simple to program. But by operating as a collective and sharing the resources, you can deploy systems at the edge of the network that in their own right are not that powerful, but as a collective are extremely powerful. So therefore your cost of each individual item doesn't have to carry the burden of a very large processor and memory, etc. So your cost of deployment is quite low, your scalability is phenomenal, you can keep adding things to your system, even things you don't envisage from the beginning. So it's a very scalable, powerful, low cost of entry system, and it's utilizing what we're calling swarm intelligence in that communication. So for us, as a hardware manufacturer, we're really an enabler of the industrial Internet of Things, and we go to market through an ecosystem of partners, people who have software analytics, visualization, and other capabilities to complete that system. So we're quite horizontal in our offering in that we like to go to specialists with deep subject knowledge in any particular vertical. But the verticals where we're seeing a lot of interest presently from a new wireless sensing platform that we've launched would be particularly in the areas of energy and transport. Yeah, so I think there are, I'd like to address that in two ways. One is general industry challenge, and then maybe a challenge that's specific to us as B&B Electronics. And in addressing the general wide industry one, because we've always operated at the edge and we've always been involved in industrial communication, there are a plethora of communications protocols, field bus protocols, lots of heritage and legacy communication systems that have to be overcome if you now want to incorporate older devices and machines into a network. So the expertise to overcome those protocol conversions and move to a more standards-based philosophy, which is Internet of Things, is a constant challenge to the industry. In terms of B&B Electronics challenge, one, it's not this incredible challenge, but we have this heritage of a company who was involved in selling more simple edge connectivity devices, and now we're providing a lot more intelligent, enabling solutions. So in line with that change of B&B, both for our existing customers and the market we're now trying to address, we're really facing into the need to do a complete rebranding of the company. And we've come up with a new brand that revolves around the name B&B SmartWorks, which we feel is more relevant to the IoT technology than our historical component focus. So I was really pleased to be at the IoT World Forum. It's really, really well attended and some really interesting speakers, and I think it demonstrates that IoT is advancing to a real level of operations now rather than discussions as to whether it's going to go ahead or not.